What?
Do you see it saying it's going live in 3 minutes? Go to your thing. Go to.
I don't know where you're sending this notification. Is it from?
Yes.
I mean, your live is up. Your live is up.
I'm live. I'm coming.
Nobody's there.
No one's there, right?
Nobody's there.
Good. I mean, not good, but I'm live. Okay.
Where do you know you're from?
Going live. Could you set up my live?
How are you?
Now is not the time really to talk about it, but it wasn't. I had to enable some kind of Oh, I got time. Some kind. It's not live. It's counting down.
No, I'm watching.
Right now?
Yeah.
This light's not in the right. There we go. Can you turn on that light too? See, like right now, it's not letting me say anything. Oh, I can't say something. Okay. Yeah, no one's here yet. This is what I feared would happen. But since I'm here, I called my son over. Thank you, son. I'm so sorry. Eli, leave me alone. My dog is here. My dog is here. We're supposed to be doing part 2 of this show that I did yesterday. So, I don't know. I hope you can hear me. Let me put the mic closer. Drop you down. Okay. I'm sweating like a horn church because I was so wet. I was so nervous about this. And I was supposed to send a link. Oh, I'm here. My best friend is here. It's you know what? It's always good to have somebody hold you down. So I was talking about yesterday this ridiculous phenomenon because it'll still be here, even though we're live right now. Let me tell you the calling number. Let me type it in the chat. No one's here right now, but my best friend Lima. What's up, Lima? Hey, girl. Well, they will eventually see this, and once the show really takes off, this will be there, and it'll be something I'll look at and laugh at. But it's still time. I'm going to talk about what I was going to talk about anyway. So the call in number, because I don't know how to write it across here yet. God, it's so much I got to learn, y'all. Okay. I love you too, Lima. It's so much I got to learn. So I'm gonna write call and look how I wrote it. Number Yeah, I was running on CP time. Whoever don't know what that means, that's called colored people time. I'm sure my sister has come and gone. And where you at, sissy? Where's your family when you really need them? But we're gonna go over this list anyway. So I'm gonna put this call-in number. It is. Let me. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go on live on Instagram too. See, I seen somebody else do that. We're gonna get some people in here. And Lima, don't go nowhere. I need you for support. You see, stand-up comedy, the audience is already there, you know. People are half drunk, so they ready to laugh. But here it's different. You gotta engage people, you gotta get people to come to the party. Okay. I'm Allison Johnson, and this is Pulling the Black Card. And let's see if my husband sent me, my ex-husband. You see what happened when you been with somebody too long? You still call them by their label they used to be. That's the call-in number. Yes. So, she said, hold tight. So, since it's not really, I've been here, what, 6 minutes? We got time. I watched a guy named Lennon. Lennon, I probably was supposed to turn notifications off, but I don't know how to do it yet. So let me go on Instagram and tell these people that I'm live and I'm about to go through the list of what makes a valued woman. I went through the list in one yesterday, and so let me go live, try to get them, see what I could do. See what power moves. Can I make any power moves? Can I really? We don't know yet. Let's It's checking the connection. You're live. Okay, here we go. Let's turn it around. Hey y'all, listen. I'm on. Oh, okay. Y'all telling the people we going live. Okay, they telling. Instagram is telling some people. Okay, listen. This is my first YouTube live. See, that's me right there. Can y'all see that? Okay. Hey. I need y'all to jump on this live so I can have a daggone show. It's getting pathetic here, okay? And it's a call-in show, and it's a lot of fun. And it's you could go right to my bio and press the link tree. But if you don't feel like doing that, go to um Allison Johnson, Pulling the Black Card. But if not, you can go. Oh, you're here? Why can't I see you? Say something in the chat. Oh, well, if you're here, I'm glad. I am so late, and I'm going to have to learn to be on time. Okay. So the call-in number, this is fun. I used to have a call-in number back in the day. So the call-in number is 6. I should have turned notifications off, but nobody taught me. Nobody told me how to do it. Anyway, the call-in number is chat. You should see it. It's 682-703-0275. So what we talking about? Hey, go to YouTube. Go to calling. I'll keep y'all here right now. But go on YouTube, please. I'm live right now. So we're gonna get into this. Oh, and I'm not gonna be able to stay on lit because we're gonna get into this list. We got a list, y'all, that is quite ridiculous. It's this new phenomenon going around about what is a valued woman. And I was saying yesterday that I thought it was quite funny, that quite ironic that people were, especially Black people, had gotten into this whole phenomenon about what is a valued, woman, and the whole list thing. And so this is the list. So I think I'm gonna have to go off Instagram, but Go to my page, hit the link tree, and you'll see Pulling the Black Card with Allison Johnson. And come over here. And if you don't watch it now, you can watch it later. But I wanted a man to call in and tell me how he felt about this list. So I'm going to go over the list now, and I'm going to say later to you live people. Mwah. I love y'all. Go to Pulling the Black Card. It's in the link tree. Let's end this thing. Okay. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go to the let's just post. You can't post without a title. Okay. I'm on YouTube live now. That's the title we're gonna put. Okay. All right. So let's get to this list. And I can get a man to call in and tell me how he feels. I'm just posting this, y'all. Sister trying to multitask. I'm not too good at that. Yeah. I was gonna tell a dirty joke, but I'm trying to stay clean. Okay. So here's the ridiculous list. Okay, so first on the list, and again, the calling number is 682-703-0275. So she embraces her femininity. And and when we talk about a valued woman, we're really talking about what a man is really into. Listen, y'all, I just threw makeup on. This is crazy. Because I was running like, okay. Stay focused, Allison. Stay focused. Yeah, I just threw the lipstick on. I was like, I'm running late. Okay, so the first one is she embraces her femininity. And this list that I compiled, I looked at other lists of what a valued woman was, and it's really what a man wants from thinks a valued woman is. It's from a man's point of view, and I can just go from my point of view. I thought that she embraces femininity. I said that I know some girls that are not that girly who have copped decent men. They have gotten decent men. So I don't understand that one. She cares about her appearance. This is true. This is Anybody wants somebody who cares about their appearance and they're well groomed. You don't want to be walking around with a smelly woman. So that's okay. We could take that. We know that men are visual beings. You know how they are. They like certain things. That's why women are going to the shops and buying booty and buying breasts, sometimes dying in there, so that they can get a man. Don't make no sense. But this is what a valued woman. Okay, we got a call. We're gonna see. This is fun. This is our first phone. This is my first live call. Let me put him by the mic. Okay. This is Allison Johnson. And you on Pulling the Black Card. Hey Cole, what's up?
What's going on? What's going on? I saw your topic, and you know I had to call in and put my little twerk on what you're saying.
I need you to. I want you to. I want to know what a man finds, valuable in a woman. What is it that you find is a quality of value when you looking for, or you get your woman. What you looking? What you want? First,
well, honestly, this is what the thing is. It depends on your age bracket of a man. The age bracket. Younger men are going to look for different things for a woman other than an older man. Older meaning, I'm looking at past 35. Younger men, that's exactly why I heard what you said. Women are going out there trying to buy booties, buy breasts. They're trying to all of them look the same nowadays because they're trying to attract that younger man.
They look like cookie cutouts.
To that. Exactly. So anything, I'm going to say this, 32, 33 and under, when they go to the club, that's what they're looking for. The Nicki Minaj, the Cardi B's, the J, they're looking for that type. You know what I'm saying? They're just looking for that one night thing. But as you get older, You're looking for a woman that's trying to hold you down, a woman that's trying to make you better as a man.
Okay.
If you're down, the woman's gonna actually be able to pick you up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, say for instance, a friend of mine, he just got married. He was down in his luck. You know, credit score bad. He was doing bad. He met a good woman. She picked him up. You know, she got his credit right. She was on him about his job, and now, you know, they bought a house. They have a good life together. So it just depends on your age.
Yeah.
Of what you're
looking for. So do you think, number one, she embraces her femininity? What do you think about that? And what do you mean? What do you think they mean when they say that? Like, is she like sexy, or what do you think there?
As far as what a man's looking for a woman, as far as femininity?
On this list call, it said, since you here and you're the only man thus far, I'm going to just read the list really quick. And you tell me true or false. How you think?
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. She embraces her femininity.
100%. Good thing that a woman does that. 100%. Because if she embraces it, then the man sees that, he's going to be more in tune to who she is. Okay,
see, this is why I needed a man. I needed some.
That's just, hey, everybody who's listening, this is me. This is what I'm saying. Another man who comes on, he might say something different.
Right.
But me as Carl Thomas, this is the things I look at as far as a woman.
Okay.
Because if she's walking around the house and she's feeling beautiful and she embraces who she is as a woman, I'm looking like, damn, look at her walking around, you know, looking good, and, you know, da-da-da-da.
She got a little twist in it, little flavor going on.
She ain't walking around looking
busted.
Looking frumpy.
Yeah. Okay.
She ain't wearing grandmama's robe around the house 24/7.
So you in line femininity with looking sexy.
A little bit of that, a little bit of how you think, a little bit of how you take care of yourself, a little bit of how you embrace who you are as a woman.
Yes. Okay. So you don't want no girl jumping up in your face. Y'all have like an argument over the bills. Mm-hmm. You don't want her going toe to toe with you like a dude. You want.
I ain't got.
Okay.
I ain't got time. I'm so past arguing. I'm not going to argue about nothing like that. Look, if we're not going to sit down as adults and talk about these things, then let's calm down and talk about it later. I'm not going to argue with you.
Okay. I got you. So I pretty much, you answered number two. She cares about her appearance.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, a woman should care about her appearance. A woman wants a man to take care of himself and want to look a certain way 24/7. She don't want him not going to the gym or you know, look at having the dad bod. She wants him to look good because as soon as her girls see him, girl, that's your man. Oh shit, okay then. That makes her feel good as far as what she has on her arm, and vice versa.
True. Okay. Now this is the one that I thought, I can't wait to hear what a man has to say about this. She's agreeable.
Oh Jesus.
She's agreeable, Carl.
What do you mean agreeable? Can you go?
This is what the list. Listen, I used to be a teacher, so I looked at many lists, and agreeable was on many of the lists, you know, so that's why I put it on my main list. Now, I was thinking that when they say agreeable, you're talking about somebody that is not constant. You ever meet somebody that you say black, they say white, they just...
No, I don't want that. As a man, I don't want that. I want a woman who thinks for herself. Like, if she doesn't agree with me, then tell me why you don't agree with me.
Okay.
Not being argumentative, but hey, you don't agree with what I said? No, okay, bet. Let's talk about it. What you talking about? Let's talk it over.
Let's talk it over.
Let's talk it over. Don't nobody want no woman that's just agreeing with everything.
That's true. No. That would get old after a while anyway. That would get real old and tired. Okay, so the next one is, and I know you're going to say, what does this mean? You may say that. She's a champion of women causes. Now, let me just...
I like that.
Oh.
She's a feminist. She understands what a woman's plight is. I do. I like that. My daughter is like that. My daughter believes in women's rights, and she's a big time feminist. So yes, I understand that.
Now, this is the black card, so I got to throw something at you. When we talk about like women's champion, because I've done things like with breast cancer. Men get breast cancer too, but not at nowhere at the same rate. But I've done things with that, and I used to work in a battered shelter, and I've volunteered for things like that. But when we talk about like for it to be on a list, and I was looking at a lot of the black men's lists, and I was just wondering, do you think she should be a champion of women causes, or if she's black, more so a champion of, her black, fighting for?
It's a little bit of. I think it's a little bit of everything. It depends, person. But I think
That's a good answer.
I'm a black man. I am a champion of. I think I look at those same exact things. So it's not just a woman thing,
right?
Like I think she should love the blackness in herself, and she should be a champion in women's rights and women's plight and things of that nature also.
Okay.
Because if you're with somebody like that, then we both should be like you should share those same things with me. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
That makes a lot of sense. That makes sense, Carl. Mm-hmm. And when other people watch this later, they will, because I'm gonna make them. They'll agree with you too. Now, the next one is, she's kind. That doesn't matter, God. I can't believe
it does matter, but nobody wants a kind woman at all times. Like that's a pushover. Like you could be kind, but every once in a while you gotta have your ways, your black ways. Like show your ass every once.
You gotta be a go-getter.
You can't be kind. Yeah, you can't always be kind 24/7 on nobody. That's gonna get tiresome. Like I don't want you.
Wow.
Every time we go everywhere, you're hi. No, not that's me. That's Carl Thomas. That's me though.
Well, I was thinking that. I'm sorry to cut you off. I was thinking that being kind is some a virtuous quality in everyone. I think you be kind first.
Being kind to everybody at all times is a good thing. Mm-hmm. You're correct. Being kind to all at all times is, but sometimes people push your limit. Sometimes that kindness you got to cut that off.
Yeah, Carl don't play, y'all.
Tell them off.
Okay, and you like a woman like that. You like a woman.
I like a woman who's gonna stand up for herself. Okay. What I'm saying? I ain't always gotta be there. Be like, oh, hey, hold on, this is my woman. Sometimes she be like, Carl, sit down. I got this. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about it. She ain't always got to be kind. Sometimes she got to show her ass. Or every once in a while, if they're trying to show their ass.
Okay. So Carl say, if you show your ass, if there's somebody show their ass, and you show who you are, then it's all right with him. He's not going to take you as a woman who woke up with violence. he won't take you like that.
Who woke up choosing violence?
No. Okay. Next
I grew up in a black house. I mean, my mama black. I mean, you know how it is.
Yes, I've been called some names for coming home late. Yeah, and she wasn't kind about it. Okay.
She can be kind when you come in on time, but every once in a while she got to show her ass. So,
This is true. Lima just wrote, kindness does not mean weakness. No, it doesn't. She wrote Carl. she said, yes. So kindness does not mean weakness. That's true, Lima. That's a good point. Okay, the next one is she only associates with high-valued men.
Nope. We ain't gonna go there.
I thought that was a little crazy too. I feel like you should, because I know all types of, but kind of when you okay. One thing, what is a high-valued man? We were supposed to, yeah.
Okay. So let's just talk about this. When you say high-valued man, define a high value man.
Okay, I was going to go.
Stature, are you saying in wealth?
This is, well, the men's list I was going to do another time, but one thing on that man's list, he had to be making, and I was like, this is not true, because I know some men of good stature and a good guy that they don't make $150,000 a year. Some, I know some that make more than that. But that's on the list. High value man keeps himself in good shape. That was in the list. He cares about his appearance. Some of the things that are on this list is on the high value man list.
Well, I'll say this right here. When I think of a high value,
hey, Mama Moore,
high value. I'm thinking like in the military, you have these certain females who are only hanging around officers, but they only hang around NCOs who have a lot of rank. So it's like you already know what she's looking at. So
she's looking at power. She wants power. Power and money.
She wants power. She wants to be with somebody with power. She wants to have
women like that.
Nobody's gonna. I mean, that's how it is. It's like that in the hip hop world. A lot of them like to be around, high wealthy men. So men with power. So,
yeah, I've had friends. I'm sorry. I've known women that just wanted to date doctors and lawyers, and I would tell them, I know doctors that they pay so much money back for depending on the type of doctor you are too. It has a lot to do with the money you make. So you don't agree with she only associates with high value men?
No, because lady, she's only hanging around that. What does she think? And you're not part of that group, then what does she think of you really?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so the next one. Yeah, so the next one is she has good friends, good female friends.
That's great.
He said that's great.
That means she has a good. That's great. That means that. Okay, so people are gonna hate me for this, but this is what I say. You've been in a relationship where you're around that person 24/7. Let's just say me and Allison, we're dating. Ooh, we're lovey-dovey. You're not gonna want to be around that person 24/7. You're gonna need your time alone, or your
friend hanging out. It said I shouldn't read this, but is my connect? Okay, the connection's back on. I thought that was a good one too. I think that if she has good friends, because usually I do feel like because when I was younger, I had certain friends. As I got older, my friends dwindled. Like some people, you're like, I'm not going to put up with that. Until I got a list of.
Your circle becomes small.
Huh?
Your circle becomes smaller.
Yes, your circle becomes smaller. Yeah. And so people are giving me messages on Instagram. Come over here. Dag on it. All right. So what did Mama Moore said? I think it's not necessary to be loud, because I've learned that most people that raise their, I guess, voices are just a waste of time. Yeah, yelling and screaming is not going to work. Okay, so the next one, call, is... Now, this is the one I had a problem when I told a story about this. She cares about her reputation.
Okay, let's go in detail with this question you just asked.
It's tricky.
You mean reputation? Yeah, it is, because women love to think that if they don't have specific things, their reputation gets wrecked, so they can't do those specific things. They can't, or they can't do certain things. So that's a loaded question. That's a loaded question.
Well, you know what? A lot of women do care about their reputation, because the thing with women aren't like, okay, take for instance, men can sleep around, and they're looked at like studs and all that, and women, they're looked at as hoes. I told a story yesterday on part 1 about when I first moved into my apartment in Harlem, and I was 17 and a half, and somebody did some paperwork for me and got me the apartment. So I was living there, and I had a lot of male company. And y'all, next time I'm gonna learn how to turn that off. look at, they keep asking me. Okay. You know what else I'm gonna have to learn to do when I'm on live? Focus. Right, Carl? You in the armed forces. But yeah, I lived in this apartment and I had a lot of male company. And Lima, who's in the chat, she of course was around when I got my first apartment. I was very, very young. And I had a lot of male visitors. So this woman who and I care about my reputation, and this was terrible. She because reputation is on somebody else's perception of you. And so I guess she saw a lot of dudes. Mm-hmm. And she saw a lot of dudes. So she went to rent house and said I was running a whorehouse. Yes, she did. Yes. And I was saying that they sent me a letter and I had to go to the management office, and I was very upset. Not so much that I had to go to the rent office. I was more upset that the lady at the rent office wasn't like, girl, I know you not running no whorehouse. She was asking me like she believed I could have been running a whorehouse.
Like, what the fuck? But I'm gonna say something that you said, that we said in the military. Perception is reality.
Ooh.
And for people that understand that, is I'm gonna go sideways with this a little bit. Let's just say I'm a very good NCO.
A very good NCO.
A very good NCO, non-commissioned officer. A good person to take care of soldiers.
He's in the armed forces, yeah.
Right. So I have a soldier that's always coming to me with issues. They're females all the time, or females are always in my office. Now, I might not be doing anything wrong, but the perception is I always got females in my office, so I must be doing something with them. So they're going to perceive that, and they're going to go on with that. That's just how it is.
Yes.
Perception. So I don't care who's listening to this. I'm telling you.
Perception.
You can fight it all you want, because I used to fight it. Perception is reality. Whatever people perceive you as, that's what it is. Because you have to, unless you can prove yourself otherwise.
Well, I told her off, but perception, I guess, in a way, that's true. What people perceive, it's not reality to you.
Right. No. What I'm saying is not reality to you, but reality to other people.
Right.
What they see. The perception of what they see is what they is true to them.
That's true.
Just point blank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's the truth. You're doing it. I'm saying what other people are thinking.
Yeah. So your behavior does dictate. Your behavior does dictate how people see you. And yes. Okay. Good point. All right. You see, you are really changing my mind about some of these things. Okay. She's classy. Now that is very vague. And for some people, it won't be vague. But everybody has their own thing. I think of classy, not being loud, carrying herself, with pride and
obnoxious. Right.
You said obnoxious? Oh, class. Yeah, not obnoxious.
Not being.
Yes, and classy was
obnoxious.
Yeah, I read, and it was on many of the lists. So that's a keeper. So, and this is, I think you're gonna like this one. I'm hoping. She's always improving herself.
Yes, because if she's improving herself, she's going to improve who she's with.
Yes, and I truly believe a woman can really dictate what a man, who he becomes, and how he sees himself. You can really. I've built a many of man.
See, the thing is though. Some men, like, they get stuck. They get stuck on. Well, I like to tell the young men, you get stuck on stupid. Like, you just don't want to do nothing because you're so in tune to what you're doing right there. You don't like change. Yes. But for some reason, they mama could talk to them. They ain't gonna do it. Better, they ain't gonna do it. They daddy could tell them to get better. They ain't gonna do it. But when that woman say get right,
that is so true.
He gonna move.
That's why I tell some of my male friends that are always complaining, like they're not. A lot of dudes that I've known that weren't very ambitious, their women usually weren't very ambitious. I noticed that their women weren't that ambitious, and they was stuck at one level, and that was it. And she was happy with that. Mama Moore says, yes, I agree that they should build each other. Some men learn from you and then move on. Oh, that's dirty. I guess some men
They do.
Wow.
They do. Some men use women. They be like, yo, she can do this for me. She can get me better. She gets him better. She gets him on his feet. She gets his credit right. She gives him a card, and bam, he's gone.
See, I don't do all of that. So does she have to do all that? Can't she just like push him?
Most women do that though.
Really?
Okay. Let's check it out. Peep game. So a woman.
He said peep game.
Peep game. Most women will find a dude who's rough around the edges. What's the first thing y'all do? Girl, I can fix that. I can fix that. She'll get with him.
Yeah, that's what I used to say about my ex-husband, and I trained him. I fixed him.
Yeah. In more ways than one, right? So that's what I'm saying. Women listen to you right now like, hey, man, yeah, it is. Sorry to tell you, it is. Because that dude, now let's just say most women, when they growing up, they love Tupac. He's a thug. What you gonna do with Tupac? He's a thug.
That is true. You're right.
So what you gonna do with a thug? You want a thug, so what you gonna do with a thug when you get him?
Just like, you know what? I'm gonna make this same analogy. I know growing up, I grew up during the crack years, and I had, because back then, and I lived in Harlem, I'm telling you, it was a lot of what I call dudes that were either, they were making $500,000, $1 million, not so much like Ricky Ross, but they was bringing in that money. And I always said, yeah, I would date them, but I'll never marry them. Just like you were saying, some of the women that put in their big butt and do all of this stuff, that many dudes look at them like, I'll have fun with them. She fun to have fun, she good to have fun with, have sex with.
Because in 15, 20 years,
he end up in jail or dead. So I always say, I'm never gonna marry one, So
exactly.
good.
So
good point.
Your question is right there.
Good point. Okay, so she is a peacemaker. Now, I took this. I'm gonna tell you how I took it, and you, as a man, because this is men's list, you could tell me what this probably means. I thought a peacemaker meant she not gonna be screaming and hollering at you all the time, and she likes to keep things calm and like that. Is that what they mean?
Yes and no, and I'm gonna tell you why, because I've had experience in this. Okay. So most women can be level-headed. Most. Okay. Most.
Majority of women are not crazy. That's what you're saying?
They go crazy. They go, yeah, I ain't gonna say that and get in trouble, but yeah. So when they see an issue or a problem, they're trying to fix it. Women are fixers. They like to fix things. Okay, say for instance,
and men know this.
A dude is not getting along with his mama. She gonna sit there and like, okay, she's a peacemaker. She's gonna sit there and try to get him to understand what it is he might be doing wrong, in order for him to, reflect on what he might be doing wrong and make peace with it. You know what I'm saying? Or check this out: two kids that are arguing. She got an older kid who's 27 and another kid who's 35. They're arguing. She's a peacemaker. She's going to sit here and say, y'all get y'all ass to my house tomorrow. We're going to talk this over.
That is so true. You know what? This is why I needed you, Carl. Because yesterday when I was reading it, you see how a woman, when I was reading this, but because I do that. That's what I do. Yeah. Any relationship I'm in.
It's embedded in you to do that.
Yeah, we're like mediators. We try to mediate the situation. Basically. Yeah.
Unless you got the kind of woman who's always smacking her lips, talking about fuck that.
Carl said, unless you get
about that shit, fuck that shit, and all that. No, so you ain't got fuck that bitch. No, she ain't got all that.
Like, when you were younger, did you have more time for women like that? Were they fun to you, or you never liked that?
We didn't. Yeah, because we didn't care. When I'm younger, we didn't care. It's like, she's flashy. Like, you see what she was talking about? All loud, I'm gonna cry her ass up. I'm gonna cry her ass up.
So it's kind of, it's a challenge almost.
It's a chase. Yeah. I mean, this is me talking, but
no. I'm just, right now I'm using you as the male point of view, and you have taught me an enormous amount about this list that I was calling ridiculous, and you're making it sound much better. Now, soon we're going to get into the sex stuff, and I can't wait to find out what you're going to say.
Here we go.
But before we get there, we got one more question. Before we get to the sexual ones. She's a tribe builder.
Say it one more time, please.
She's a tribe builder.
That's great, because that's being a tribe builder means she's I'm trying to think of a good word for it. When I think of tribes, I think of family.
Me too. Cool.
That's what I think. So she likes to keep the family together. Like, she's like, yo, let's go to grandmama's house today.
Yeah, and I wish.
She wants to.
When I read this,
that's how I think about it.
I'm sorry to keep cutting you off. When I read it, I thought about my best friend who's in the chat, Lima Ease, and I was saying, okay, I'm not gonna get all black because it said tribe, because I even tell my best friend, I'm always saying, you're so lucky to have grandchildren and your little tribe, and so it's nice to be a tribe builder. That's a good thing. Okay.
That's very much true. But we got to go back to something else, though.
What?
Back in the day when we were growing up I was in the 90s or whatever. I don't know how old everybody is, but it took, like, let's just say your next door neighbors, like, you doing some shit that was wrong, they gonna whoop your ass. And then they're gonna take you home to your mom, and your mom's gonna whoop your ass, and they're gonna wait till daddy get home and whoop your ass. Yeah. So it was easy to raise children back then. Yeah. But now in today's society, you can't even look at a kid crazy.
And you know what?
Like,
I know
they
even telling, like, even if you tell, like, you don't even have to touch a kid now. You could just tell their parent that you saw them doing something, and they get mad at you and want to know why you minding their child's business. And I was told when I was a child that I had no business. That was what they say. I'd be like, they all in my business, and my auntie who raised me used to say, you ain't got no, you have no business yet.
You're too young to have business right now.
Yeah.
See, in my house, if you want your children to come over, I tell all the parents. This is real talk. I tell my homeboys, I tell my homegirls, hey, your kids can come and play with my kid all you want. But if they do something jacked up, I'm getting ass. That's real talk. So go ahead and sign the clause right here. Sign this piece of paper.
Okay.
Like I treat my children.
Yeah. And I would.
Why you yelling at my child?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. So you like she's a tribe builder. I agree with that one too. That stays on.
I apologize for going on.
No, I like it. You making my life so easy, Carl. I knew you would come in handy one day. Oh, I just looked at the camera.
That's how we say in the country. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So here we go. She embraces healthy sexuality. And I know Mama Moore was in on this because she was talking about that. So she embraces healthy sexuality. Now I want to tell you what I thought it was, and then you, as you've been doing all night long, you correct me and show me the light. I saw it as the man is saying that you gonna give it to him, and you should enjoy the D, and you won't be always complaining about, I don't feel like it, or I'm tired, or I had,
You know why? You know what? I'm glad you said it. You know, I've been around a long time. Do you know why women and men say that to each other? I don't feel like it.
Why?
They got bored.
Oh,
it's the truth. They got bored. Anytime your man or your woman say, I just don't feel like it, they bored. That's the thing. So when I think of your question,
are you serious? Because I've been told that before. My ex-husband used to say that sometimes. Okay. Go on.
But I'm not saying that you're boring. I'm just saying that they get bored of what's going on. Listen, for anybody listening to this thing right now, let's just say every night or every 2 days you do the same damn move every night. Go to the bathroom. You take a shower. You come out the shower. You come out the same thing. You're like, ooh, let's have sex. After about 2 months of that shit, I'm tired of this. You need to start, doing something different. So her being embracing her sexuality, or that means that she's not scared. To me, she's not scared to say or do the things that she really wants to do.
Okay.
Embrace the things that she wants to do. Because there's some freaky shit out here that the women like doing. But she ain't gonna tell her man. Why?
So she should just do it?
Run away. I'm different. I'm different. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that if you want to do it,
try it.
Either tell the person or just try it. Right?
Okay.
Let's just come up with some crazy shit right now. How far am I allowed to talk? I gotta censor myself a lot?
Don't they'll say poom poom or okay.
Gotcha.
All right.
If you like to go down to the poom poom, but then go in the back door and lick around the back door area, some women be like, hell no, I don't want you doing that. But the man might want to do that. So it's like you need to be like, hey, yo, what would you say if I want to do this? Sometimes you got to.
Mama Moore wants to ask you a question. She wants to know, would he... Oh, Lord, Mama Moore. Mama Moore be asking she looks so sweet. You would never think that she would you let these sweet looking women are they something else. Would you let
I'm gonna hear this because I'm interested.
Would you let your woman tie you up?
Yes.
Okay, Mama Moore.
Absolutely. Why not? Tell me a reason why not.
Yeah, that's true.
Peep game. If I say no to that,
that's a peep game,
Miss Lady. If I say no to that, she gonna go out there and find a side dude who says okay to that. So if I say no, she gonna find somebody gonna be like okay. Just like women. If you sit up here and say, hell no, I want you sucking my toes. Okay. Then he gonna find the next woman that he gonna find that he wanna do that to, and then you look stupid because you don't want to do it.
Yeah, but it's something she'll want to do to you that you won't let her do. I ain't gonna say it on here.
If they're in a healthy relationship, then he should be willing to either try it or come to a conclusion. Whereas it's he satisfied her to a point. Now, yeah, you're right. There's some things
that shit she come up with you. That you ain't gonna be doing. But tying up ain't that bad.
Yeah, that ain't that bad.
Oh, she said not right away after knowing the person for a little while. Okay, Mama Moore, that makes me feel for a little while. You're gonna have to be more experimental because it gets boring.
Yeah, y'all been together for 2-3 years. Y'all been together for 2 years. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that people do that they need to do.
Okay.
Why you don't just go ahead and watch flicks with your partner?
I think more people should do that as well. I know when I had a radio show, I did a whole show on can it be very educational for a couple? Because it can be educational for a couple.
With your partner.
Yeah, but some women don't like that, and I don't can't blame them. So and some women feel very insecure with watching other women especially if they are already insecure about their body. They don't want to see a hot looking woman up there because you start thinking, is he my man getting excited because of the hot chick or is it me? So but
I understand that.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one is the last and final question, Carl. You have been wonderful. You have really enlightened me on this list. I was calling it ridiculous. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
She saves her sex, and I love the way they phrase this one. She okay. It went big on me. Jesus, take the whip. Okay. She saves her sexual. Oh Lord Jesus, y'all! I'm gonna learn how to turn the notifications off. Just give me a minute. This is only my third show.
Somebody lay hands on this out.
She saves her sexual power for one man. And I love the way they phrase it. So the way I saw this, and one thing I like that they call it power, because we do got power. We got power. We got the power. We sitting on the power, yo.
Right now. If y'all don't think Obama was going back into the room and talking to Michelle the other day afterwards to find out, I'm telling you, women can rule the world.
Yes, we are powerful beings.
But any dude that say they don't, I'm telling you right now, looking dead in the face, said you wrong. Because okay, here's a question. I'm going off the cuff.
Go off the cuff.
That's just crazy. People are gonna disagree with me here. Most men are in jail and in prison because of women.
A lot of men are in jail because of women. You're right.
You why. Men will go to bat for a woman. He'll kill another dude for a woman in jail. He robs stores. He'll do all this other crap to get money to be flashy for a woman. He everything he does in life is to be flashy and for women.
You know what?
Even at work.
Even performers. I've had so many. When I was doing a lot of comedy and acting, I have so many, especially comedians, tell me they got into comedy because the women love to laugh. Yeah. You make them laugh. You could look any kind of way, but if you could make a chick laugh, you could.
You got her.
Yeah.
You got her. Men get dressed up every day. He walk out the door. He's not getting dressed up for another dude. He getting dressed up for the females out there. But it goes vice versa for women. Y'all don't get dressed up for men half of the time. Y'all get dressed up for the next chick around the corner because you don't want her talking about you.
You know what? I hear a lot of people say that. And I could be different. I get dressed. I just worry about what don't show roles or what I look good in. That's what I think of when I get dressed. But I never think of wear a shirt with cleavage for my girlfriends. But I hear that.
That might be true.
But no, you're right. Because whenever I meet with my friends, because when I came back to New York and I knew I was going to see Lima, I was like, I got to get fly. So you are kind of right.
Exactly.
I was like, I don't want her. I want her to see. Yeah, you're right.
It gets to the point where, when you get to and get dressed, you can put on a dress and for women, a wig, whatever have you, and go out. A man don't think you bad regardless if you got a fly body. You ain't, your makeup ain't on point, but you look good. So you look good. But if your
because I suck with
not on point to a certain point.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or you got them like shoes. Men don't give a damn about your red bottoms. We don't care about that.
I told this
to JCPenney.
Yes, I told this to a friend of mine who bought red bottoms. Yes, and she was paying on the red bottoms, not Lima, but this other one was paying on in payments. I hope she don't see this, but she was paying in payments for these red bottoms that ain't no man thinking about.
Who's she buying them for? Who's she buying them for? She's not buying them from them dudes because them dudes are looking at you. First thing you're going to say is either somebody bought those for you or you did something for those or you really can't.
She can't afford them.
Because
she
the
could.
other chick gonna see red bottom, she gonna be like, oh man, she got a red bottom. Yeah. My game up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I say that, It's like, come on, man, you ain't getting dressed up for me. You putting all, like if you married, you got a good man, and y'all are going out, you're going to get dressed up for him to look good for him. Yes.
That's true.
But if you're out there and you're dating, you're looking at other dudes, you're getting dressed up. Like, when you get dressed up, most females, they're in their 20s and 30s, when they get ready to go to the club, they stay in the mirror for hours. Yes, to look good, but if anything is wrong with them, men are not going to point that out. A man is not going to point that problem out. Women are going to point it out.
That is true.
She thinks she's bad. Look at her side.
And the younger you are,
the blush ain't
right. Because the younger you are, I know when I was hanging out with a bunch of young girls, and when I was in Africa, and that's all I hung out with, and they took forever because they put on lashes. And they'd be like, they call me mama. They'd be like, mama, if you let us put some lashes on, and by the half of the night, I done pull them things off because I can't take them flappy things. But you look pretty. But I mean, and they fix my makeup. And I mean, they had me looking like a completely different bird. Like I just slapped foundation on and I look like it too. I don't put a lot of work into this. I do need to learn how to do makeup better. But they was giving me cheekbones and contouring. And I was like, this is why when y'all take your makeup off, bro, man, y'all got to keep doing your makeup. Even they would do it because one told me that she would do it before her man woke up. Because I was thinking, if he saw you without your lashes, I think the less makeup I put on is best, because when the person sees me, without all this stuff, they won't be so shocked. But if you got eyelashes on and all this contouring, it changes your whole face. I know I went on a rant, but
after a while, you wearing all that makeup. After wearing the makeup for years, you start messing your skin up also.
True that. Carl is peeping, giving game on makeup. Women.
I've been around. I can listen. I got sisters. I got mothers. I got daughters. So I kind of know a little bit about it all. I dated women the same way. I met her. She was bad. Nice butt, nice breasts. Hair was flawless. And then she's like, "Oh, we want to sleep over." This is real talk. I can't make this up. Girls, picture it, Sicily. We went to bed. She came out the bathroom. Swear this on everything. Ass was gone, breast was gone, hair was gone, eyelashes were gone.
That's like in that movie. What's that movie?
Dude, she had a It was just like that. It was just like that.
With Ivy, Wayne. Oh my.
Yeah. She wore a big her pants to make her butt look bigger. She padded her bra. She wore a wig, and she had eyelashes on with makeup. But she came out the bathroom. She's a totally different person.
That's what Kevin Samuels, this YouTuber, talks about all the time. He says, "What do you look like when you?" He's terrible. He have women rating themselves. What do you look like when you get out of the shower? What number are you? He said, "I don't want to hear about what number."
Women think that you should want your man, like when you first meet your dude, you look that way. You should introduce him to the real you.
This is what I like to do. My first, once you really know this person is the person. I hope I'm not screaming. I hope this mic ain't too loud because I don't want to be a screamer. So let me calm down. Once you realize that is it coming out too loud? Hello?
I'm still here. Say it one more time now.
Is it coming out too loud? I wonder on the.
No, it's not. You sound perfect.
Thank you. So, yeah, once you really realize, okay, this is the man for me, I think you should start. You know how they do when the doctor is trying to get you off a medication? He weans you off.
Lashes one day.
Yeah. Don't do it all at once, because that will scare the brother to death. He'll be like,
How do you know that's the one you want to do it with? Like, how do you really know that?
You get a feeling. It is. It's going to take a little while. Mama Moore said yes. It takes a little while. You get a feeling, just like a man gets a feeling. Y'all done talk. Now, I guess some people fall in love really quickly, but that usually don't. I mean, it sometimes pans out, but sometimes it don't. I know me personally. I followed my husband. I told him he was going to marry me. And he kept telling me, "Leave me alone, lady." But we got married and we lasted 30 years. So, but some
30 years, that's good.
Yeah. And then I divorced him. But for the most part, I think it takes a little while. And you kind of feel like this is the one for me. And once you find that out, and he's staying at your house over a little while, and you don't want to keep making up your face and doing all this, you need to start. I think the best thing to start with is makeup. Let bruh man see you without makeup.
I think women get comfortable. I've noticed this is gonna sound stupid when I say this, but women I notice get comfortable when they use the bathroom in your house for the first time.
What they
about number one. I'm talking about number two. Like when they can like actually.
Yeah, that's true. Pass gas in front of you.
Like, I don't even give a damn. I gotta go. Yeah, that's a sign right there.
Yeah. And if you let her do it, it's time for her to show you herself without the makeup. Because a person's face really, I mean, when you putting all this eyeshadow, that's why I only do it if I'm going somewhere or doing a show or something like that. Then I put on eyelashes and eyeshadow. But I figure if you do it every day, then you don't really look special. Well, that's just me. That's because I'm older, and I guess that's the way I think. That I think more, you know, like a grown.
But you know what? We guys, when we're in the and you know this about me, I think you kind of know. In the barbershop, men do look at that, but there's one thing that men look at about women that they don't understand. And women, nowadays they do it. Keep your toes done.
Yes, I know, like, Carl.
That's a big thing.
Carl is serious about.
No, don't you say. It's the truth. I know you're gonna say something crazy. It's the truth.
I know, but it is true because it shows how you take care of yourself. That's why, right? Is that why?
We talked about that. Yeah, it's like, yo, you can be fly. You can be fly as hell. Like, damn, boy, she look good. Then you look down, like she be kicking around dusty soccer balls.
That's terrible. That's true.
Let's just say you're on an off day. Let's say you're on an off day. You got on crazy stuff, like you're just going down the street. You're going on the street for something. He sees you, but your feet are done. He's like, damn, she's off, but her feet are big. I know she take care of herself.
One thing you should never, ever. I don't understand some people. I know we got off topic, and I'm going to end soon, but because I want to just go an hour. No, you're wonderful. I thank you so for this. Mama Moore said, I do my nails. Like I think whenever you wear shoes where your toes are going to be out, I mean, you should always keep your feet nice, but you should never wear shoes with your toes out and your feet are not done. Even if you're doing it yourself, you don't have to go to you could buy all the stuff, learn to do it yourself, and keep your feet nice and look neat and clean.
There you go.
And
there you go.
Yeah. So, Carl, you cleared up the list. I'm so happy you did. I didn't even know you was going to do it. I was praying. I said, let somebody call. Let a man call. I don't want to have to call a dude. I know you do, Carl. You my boo-boo. So.
Oh, you know it. I'm your battle buddy. I got you.
Yes. You fan. So, I thank you so much for this call.
All right. Y'all have a blessed night and good night to everybody. And talk to you later.
Okay. And remember, Carl, I come on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You'll see a new show. And if the subject was really, really good on that Thursday, we'll have a live on Friday like I did today. So, okay. All right. Tell your little Army and Navy fellas. Okay.
I will.
And chicks. All right. Much love. Peace. So, this was my first live. Thank you, Lima and Mama Moore, and I thank you so much for Carl. He enlightened me. Come find out that list isn't ridiculous, and it made sense when we had a man to break it down. This shows how women and men. That light is killing me. How men and women see things really differently. And I had a lot of fun doing this. And so we're going to be doing it more and more. Thank you so much for watching. Me, Allison Johnson. And this is Pulling the Black Card. And I'm out. Much love. Have a good one.